Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you're watching from around the world. Welcome to iGEM Virtual 2020. My name is Saiful from the Sustainable Cities Division at the Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Change Center, and today we'll be bringing to you a deep dive into how we accelerate the transition towards low-carbon cities. Cities are where we live, where we work, and where we play. 77% of Malaysians live in cities, but have we thought about the impact that we're having on the environment? The UN Habitat Global Report on Human Settlements, Cities and Climate Change states that up to 70% of greenhouse gas emissions come from cities. And this is pretty clear to see as we have cleared acres and acres of forest to build our cities. We have chosen to power our cities through fossil fuel. We have filled the streets of our cities with cars, and we have consumed a lot and generated a tremendous amount of waste. And the solution to this is a low-carbon city. To put it simply, a low-carbon city is a city that has a small carbon footprint while still meeting the environmental, social, and economic needs of the city. Also important is that the city measures, manages, and mitigates its carbon emissions so that there is a continuous effort towards achieving a low-carbon city. So what does a low-carbon city look like, you may ask? Well, it is where the buildings in the city are very energy efficient and where the rooftops are filled with solar. It is where you have multiple low-carbon mobility options such as cycling, walking, and using public transport. It is where most of the waste is diverted away from landfills into recycling and composting. And it is where the city is filled with trees and urban greenery. We believe that this will lead to a city that is cleaner from the reduction in the amount of waste that is generated, a city that is cooler from the reduced urban heat island effect, a city that is healthier from the reduction in urban air pollution, and a city that is more economical, where there are multiple options for the residents to move around and go about their day-to-day lives. And so there are multiple examples of low-carbon city initiatives in Malaysia itself, from the bicycle access ramp in Putrajaya, to the linear parks in downtown Kuala Lumpur, to the community recycling facilities in Klang, the building energy efficiency and water efficiency features in Shah Alam, and to the tree planting activities carried out in Kuala Kubu Baru. Our journey began in 2011 with the launch of the Low Carbon Cities Framework, with the objectives of measuring the greenhouse gas emissions from cities, being a guide for local authorities to transform their cities into low-carbon cities, and as a capacity-building tool to train all the local authority officers on low-carbon cities. And in July 2019, we launched the Low Carbon Cities 2030 Challenge with the goal of establishing 200 low-carbon zones and having 1,000 low-carbon partners by 2030. The objective of this challenge is simple. We want to reduce your emissions by 45% by 2030. The LCC 2030 Challenge is open to all local authorities, universities, private companies, as well as the public. The LCC 2030 Challenge is open to all cities, all campuses, all companies, and all communities across Malaysia. Since 2011, we have come a long way. We have established 10 low-carbon zones across 22 local authorities and 5 universities, and reduced a total of 61,841 tons of CO2. Our journey doesn't end there. We want to reach out to all local authorities throughout the country and possibly across the region. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to find out more information about the Low Carbon Cities initiatives in Malaysia, do check us out at the Virtual Cities 2030 booth at iGEM, or hook us up on the live chat. You can also visit the MGTC website at www.mgtc.my or our Low Carbon Cities website at www.ltcf.my. Till we meet again, thank you very much.